Tonight is not random. Heaven has been watching. You've been praying and crying quietly, but God was never silent. You thought it was over, but the angels say it begins tonight. Before you were born, God wrote a name next to yours. Not a maybe, not a backup, a divine match. They left, or maybe you did, but the separation was permitted, only for the preparation. Hebrews 1:14 says, "Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation?" The angels were not idle. They moved, whispered, fought in the unseen. While you waited, they were working. You thought it was coincidence. Why you see their name, why the dreams returned, why the clock hits 11:11. But nothing in God's realm is random. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. Your season of apart is ending, because what God joined, no time, no distance, no pride can separate. You asked, why did they leave? But the angels ask, why are you afraid to believe again? Their heart was not ready. Yours was still healing. And God is not careless with timing. Tonight, there is a shift. Something divine is unlocking. They will feel it. So will you. Not because of wishful thinking, but because heaven decreed it. Isaiah 55:11 says, "So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire." And tonight, His word is fulfillment. God didn't bring you this far to leave love unfinished. There are things they must say. There are truths you both hid. But heaven is stirring the courage. Tonight, something will push them. A memory, a dream, an ache that won't let them sleep. Angels are not just messengers. They are carriers of holy restoration. And they are moving now. Psalm 91:11. For He shall give His angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. That includes love. That includes them. You will know it's real, not by fireworks, but by the peace that floods you. When you hear their voice again, don't chase it. Just receive it. Because when it's God, you don't have to force anything. The angels say, this is why God didn't let it end. This is why the silence had purpose. This is why the love didn't die. It's being rewritten, healed, resurrected, because it was always written in the book of life. Subscribe now to Angels Say Prophecy. If you believe this message is for you, the time is now, and it's happening tonight. They've been feeling it too. The weight, the wondering, the whisper that says, reach out. But they didn't, because fear had its grip, because wounds talk louder than memories, because they weren't sure if you still cared. But God knows, and God doesn't forget. Malachi 3:16 says, Then those who feared the Lord spoke to one another, and the Lord listened and heard them. The Lord hears, even when no one else does. The midnight prayers, the God give me a sign, the scrolling, hoping, aching. The sign is this: you were never apart by accident. You were apart for alignment. Because two broken people can't build a whole love, so God broke the silence to heal the hearts. You learned patience. They learned humility. You learned surrender. They learned to value what was sacred. Now, the angels say, all is ready. There's a moment tonight that will echo in eternity. A moment that will feel small, but shift everything. Maybe it's a message. Maybe it's a thought too loud to ignore. Maybe it's a dream with their name. Don't dismiss it. Receive it. Respond with faith, not fear, because love ordained by heaven always comes back, and when it does, it's not fragile, it's fireproof. God is not teasing your heart. He's teaching it to trust. Trust what you feel. Trust what keeps pulling you back. 1 Corinthians 13:8. Love never fails. Not when it's authored by God. Tonight, heaven is close. So close the veil is thin. You'll feel chills. You'll see numbers. You'll hear music that speaks your story. Those are not random. Those are confirmations. The angels are aligning it all. You asked, why now? Because delay is not denial. Because when God restores, He restores better than before. You look into their eyes and know the war was worth it. You'll hear their voice and feel home again. Not because they're perfect, but because grace chose you both. You were never meant to stay apart. You were meant to come back stronger. Tonight is not the end. It's the spark of something holy, of something healed, of something heaven has blessed. You were chosen for this love. And tonight, this love remembers you. There's something else the angels want you to know. They've been protecting this love, even when you weren't. They stood between you and heartbreak that would have destroyed you. They blocked doors that looked good, but weren't God. That's why it didn't work with someone else. That's why your heart still circles back. Not obsession, not fantasy, but remembrance of what your spirit knew before your mind understood. Jeremiah 1-5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. That includes who you'd love and who would love you back the way God intended. The world calls it fate, but the angels call it divine orchestration. They saw what you couldn't. They heard the cries neither of you spoke aloud. And tonight, they are pulling you together, not to repeat the past, but to rewrite the future. Forgiveness is moving. Softness is returning. Walls are breaking quietly. While no one's watching, the angels say, this isn't just love. It's legacy. It's purpose. That's why the enemy fought it so hard. That's why confusion came in. That's why silence lasted longer than you wanted. But no darkness can cancel what God destined. Romans 8:28. All things work together for good to those who love God, who are called according to His purpose. Even the breakup, even the heartbreak, even the silence, it's all part of the weaving, the refining, the divine reintroduction, not as who you were, but as who you've become. You are not forgotten. They are not lost. This is reunion, and it starts in the spirit. Before it touches your phone, before it rings your doorbell. So don't look for signs and fear. Look with faith. God is not playing games. He's fulfilling promises. Tonight, the angels sing over you both. The heavens whisper, it's time, and soon, sooner than you think, you'll both say, this was God. They almost let go. You almost gave up too, but something held on. Something deeper than words, stronger than timing. That something was covenant. You didn't just meet, you collided, because your destinies were tied. Before the first hello, you felt it. They did too, but the fear was louder than the knowing. Still, God was patient. He waited through your questions, waited through their silence, because His promise was never based on how strong you both were. It was based on how faithful He is. Lamentations 3:23. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. Tonight is one of those mornings. In the spirit, it's already morning. The night is almost over. The light is breaking through. You'll feel it. The air will change. The atmosphere will feel softer, because reconciliation is near, and restoration has already begun. There will be a moment, brief, but loud inside your soul. You'll know, this is it. That message you wanted to send but didn't. They're thinking the same. That song you heard by accident, it wasn't an accident. God is speaking. So listen closely. The angels say, don't move in panic, move in peace. Don't try to force the door open. Just stand in front of it. It will open, not by your hand, but by divine command. Revelation 3:8. I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. That door is love. That door is them. And it opens tonight. You don't have to reach. You just have to receive. This isn't about the past. It's about what God is still building, what He is resurrecting, because some promises don't expire. Even when we walk away, they'll feel the pull. They'll feel the peace. And if they've been afraid, the angels are removing fear. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear. Tonight, love returns, not to haunt you, but to heal you. So let go of bitterness. Let go of timelines. Let go of doubt, because heaven has never let go of you, and neither have they. Their soul remembers yours, even if their mind forgot. Soon, you'll see the fruit of every tear. You'll hear the words you thought you'd never hear again, because God still writes love stories, and yours is unfolding now. Don't doubt it. Just get ready. You asked God quietly, did I imagine all of it? But your spirit knows. No, you didn't. The connection wasn't fake. It wasn't one-sided. It was divine. You just met them before the appointed time. And now that time has come. The angels say, hearts that were cold are warming. Minds that were confused are clearing, because when God calls something back, nothing can block it. Not pride, not delay, not even the mistakes. Psalm 126:5. Those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. You sowed in tears. They did too, even if you never saw it, even if they never said it. Tonight, the reaping begins. They might not say everything at once, but they'll say enough, and your spirit will know this is real, because love from God doesn't need to be loud to be true. It just needs to be consistent, and that consistency starts now. You'll feel led to pray again. Do it. You'll feel led to hope again. Allow it. You'll feel led to forgive. That's the key. Forgiveness unlocks the next move. It opens the spiritual gate. Don't wait for them to say sorry. Forgive now. Speak their name in love. Speak it in grace, because how you bless them is how heaven moves for you. Luke 6:38. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over. Give forgiveness, give peace, give release, and watch how fast God brings the return. You'll be surprised who reaches out. You'll be surprised how clear it all becomes. Because when the fog lifts, so does the fear. This is not about starting over. It's about continuing what heaven began. That moment you felt their name drop into your heart out of nowhere. That wasn't random. It was a call, a soul call, and they felt it too. Angels are stirring their memories. They'll remember things they forgot. The smile, the softness, the prayers, and in that remembering, they'll feel the truth. They'll know it wasn't just chemistry. It was covenant. Don't chase. Just be still. Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Let the Lord fight for this love. He already is. Even now, let the angels deliver the message. Let God soften the heart. Let heaven do what only heaven can do. And you, just believe. Stay in peace. Watch the door open. They were stubborn. You were tired. But grace never gave up. That's what the angels keep repeating tonight. Grace never gave up. It covered them when they shut down. It covered you when you almost walked away for good. Because what was written can't be erased by emotion. It can't be canceled by confusion. Isaiah 46:10. I make known the end from the beginning. My purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. And his purpose was always restoration. That's why you feel the pull again, why their name echoes in the quiet parts of the night. Not because you're weak, but because your spirit knows it's close. The veil is thin. The time is near. The angels say, God is bringing it full circle. That conversation you never had, it's coming. That apology you thought you'd never hear, it's being prepared. That fear of repeating the past, it's losing power, because the version of you now is ready, and so is the version of them. It won't look like before. It'll be softer, slower, safer, because this time it won't be built on emotion alone. It'll be built on obedience, on surrender, on truth. Zechariah 9:12. Return to your stronghold, O prisoners of hope. Today I declare that I will restore to you double. You've been a prisoner of hope. Now you'll be a witness of restoration. The angels are aligning conversations, coincidences, crossroads. You'll say, how did this even happen? And heaven will whisper, we never stop working. They will reach out, whether in word, or in presence, or in prayer. They will come forward. Your heart will know its time, not because it's perfect, but because it's peaceful. Don't sabotage it with doubt. Don't overanalyze. Just let it flow, because what is holy won't come with confusion. What is God won't come with torment. It will come with clarity, with quiet joy, with eyes that say, I finally see you again. Because they do, they will, and they'll thank God. They didn't lose you for good. Tonight is not the ending. It's the unraveling of something beautiful, unfolding by the hour, heaven sent, earth bound. If this word stirred you, if it echoed where no one else hears, there's a reason you've been feeling everything more deeply. Your spirit is picking up what your eyes can't yet see. You thought it was anxiety, but it's anticipation. You thought it was nostalgia, but it's prophecy. Because when God is about to move, your soul feels the tremble first. The angels say, this isn't your imagination. This is divine preparation. You've been made ready through pain, through waiting, through surrender, and now you are standing at the edge of fulfillment. Song of Songs 2:10. My beloved spoke and said to me, arise, my darling, my beautiful one, come with me. They will come, not because of pressure, but because of divine pull. They won't be able to shake your memory. Not tonight. Not anymore. God is touching their heart in places you never could. He's bringing up what they buried and softening what they hardened. You prayed, God, do what I cannot, and now He is. They'll remember your laugh. They'll feel your absence, like a missing piece, not because you're perfect, but because you're theirs, in the Spirit, by design. And the Lord who authored that never leaves His stories unfinished. You will get the moment where the hurt lifts, where the words come, where their eyes say what their mouth never could, because truth doesn't need to be rehearsed. It just needs to be released. They're almost there, closer than you think. The angels have cleared the path. Now it's only a matter of time. Stay in peace. Stay in position. Isaiah 30:18. Yet the Lord longs to be gracious to you. Therefore He will rise up to show you compassion. He's rising now to heal, to reunite, to reward. Your faith has not gone unnoticed. Your tears have not been wasted. You didn't miss it. You didn't lose it. You're right on time. Because what's God ordained doesn't expire. They're coming. Tonight. It begins in the unseen. Soon, it will show up in your reality. The message, the call, the meeting. It's not a fantasy. It's a fulfillment. So breathe and believe. You are loved. You are remembered. You are chosen. And this is your sign. They may not know what to say at first. They may hesitate. But when God loosens a tongue, the truth flows like rivers. John 7:38. Whoever believes in me, as Scripture has said, rivers of living water will flow from within them. They'll speak. It may not be poetic, but it will be real, raw, redeeming, because they've changed. And so have you. Don't expect a copy of the past. Expect a redeemed version of the promise. The angels say, everything is being made new. New mindset, new timing, new level of love. This isn't just romance. This is restoration with purpose. God didn't save it just to return it empty. He's sending it back full of lessons, full of peace, full of Him. You didn't wait in vain. You waited in wisdom, even when you didn't understand it. Even when your flesh screamed, move on. Your spirit whispered, hold on. And tonight proves why. Because something shifted, even if you can't see it yet. Heaven knows. Their hearts softened. Their eyes opened. Their pride broke. Not by chance, but by divine encounter. They may not say, I had a visitation, but you'll know, because only heaven can do what just happened. They'll want to reach out, even if it scares them, even if they don't know how. But the urge won't leave, because God put it there, like fire shut up in their bones, like peace they can't explain until they're near you again. This time, they'll mean it. This time, they'll choose you fully, and not just because they miss you, but because they finally understand who you are to them and who you were always meant to be. Genesis 2:23. This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. They'll know, not from logic, but from divine recognition. You are not chasing them. Heaven is guiding them right back to you. And when they come, love won't feel like a test. It'll feel like truth, like a long-awaited exhale. Don't prepare with anxiety. Prepare with faith. Set your heart in peace. Set your table in expectancy. Because what you prayed for is knocking, and this time you're both ready to open the door. They won't say everything at once, but they'll say enough to shift the atmosphere, enough to heal what distance tried to destroy. Because when God speaks through someone, even a few words carry eternal weight. The angels say, "Don't interrupt what heaven is orchestrating. Let it unfold. Let them arrive as they are, not rushed, not rehearsed, but real." You've seen the counterfeit. You've felt the temporary. Now, God is sending the eternal. They may tremble when they speak. So will you, not from fear, but from recognition, from the overwhelming sense that this moment was written in heaven, and it was. Psalm 139:16. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. This moment, tonight, was already in the book. You just had to get through the waiting. You just had to trust in the silence. The silence wasn't rejection. It was construction. God was rebuilding what pain had shattered. Now the foundation is stronger. The love is wiser. The hearts are ready. They'll look at you like someone seeing home after wandering far, and you will feel it. The holy stillness, the confirmation. That's when you'll know this was worth every delay, every unanswered prayer, every lonely night. You didn't wait for nothing. You waited for restoration. You won't have to ask if they've changed. You'll hear it in their tone. You'll see it in their eyes. Because love can return, but only God can make it new. 2 Corinthians 5:17. If anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. That includes them. That includes this love. So when it comes, don't shrink back. Don't sabotage it with fear. Don't rehearse past pain. Be present. Be honest. Be open. You're not the same person. They're not either. And that's exactly what makes it beautiful. Tonight is holy, and the angels are rejoicing. Because what God brings together now, no man will tear apart. No insecurity, no comparison, no delay. This time, it will grow. This time, it will last. So open your heart, not to fantasy, but to fulfillment. They're on the way. You're being led. And heaven is watching it all unfold. If your spirit is trembling right now, if you feel the presence as you hear this, it's because the Spirit is near. Confirm it. Align with it. Declare it. Lord, I receive what you are doing. They might not come with flowers. They might not come with grand words, but they'll come with truth. And that's what your heart's been asking for. Not perfection, but presence. Not fairy tales, but faithfulness. The angels say, you'll recognize the shift, not in their entrance, but in their energy. They'll carry peace this time, not confusion, not excuses. Because God doesn't send chaos, He sends clarity. James 3:17. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. That's what's coming, pure, peaceful, sincere. And when they speak, your spirit will say, this is the answer, not just to your prayers, but to your preparation. You see, this wasn't just about them. God was also working on you, strengthening your heart, teaching you to hear Him clearly, training you to discern what's real. Now, you'll know the difference between what was sent and what was meant. You will no longer settle. because you've tasted the presence of God, and you know what peace feels like. So when they come, don't rush to label it. Just sit in it. Let your spirit confirm it. It will feel soft. It will feel safe. It will feel steady. Because this is the reward. For every time you let God heal, instead of running back too soon, the delay was mercy. The silence was strategy. The waiting was protection. Now the blessing is here. They've walked through their fire. So have you. And the flames didn't burn you. They refined you. Isaiah 43:2. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. You survived it. Now you're stepping into the promise. Don't look back. Don't question why it took so long. Just receive. Just rejoice. Just rest. Because what's happening tonight is not just reunion. It's revival. A soul revival. A love that breathes again. A connection that never died. Only slept for a season. But now, God says, arise. The same way He raised Lazarus, He's resurrecting this love. John 11:43. Jesus called in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. And tonight, the voice of God is calling it out, calling them back, calling love forward. So be ready, not anxious, but anchored, because when this love returns, it won't ask to be chased. It will choose to stay. The angels say, this was never just about love. It was about alignment. You're stepping into answered prayers. You forgot you prayed. Into healing you didn't know you needed. Into a promise that's right on time. Not late. Not lost. Right on time. You'll see the fruit. You'll feel the shift. You'll hear the confirmation. And you'll say, this could have only been God. Because it is. They're coming. You're ready. And heaven is smiling. So walk forward without fear. Wait without anxiety. Hope without shame. Romans 10:11. Anyone who believes in Him will never be put to shame. You believed, and now you will see. They will return. You will reconnect. And this time it will last, because what God joins, hell can't sever. And what God speaks, no silence can silence. So be at peace. Let your soul rest. Let your spirit rejoice. Because tonight, everything changed, and you'll never be the same. This love is holy. This timing is divine. And this prophecy is fulfilled.